Yeah.
Hell yeah. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Veve Bros. I'm Grandison Crawford.
I'm Tony. Get the OMI.
Tony, get the OMI. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, support Veve Bros. And in today's video, we're going to be talking a little bit about OMI to NFT versus the money transmitter license and cash outs. This is a topic that's heavily debated in discords, on Twitter spaces. People rage quit the internet about this. And we just want to tell a little bit about the bros' opinion on the pros and cons of each and kind of where our heads are at in terms of these two methods of financial freedom. So with that being said, let's dive in. All right, we are back. And this video, like we had talked about earlier, we're going into money transmitter license and cashing out versus OMI to NFT. Now, on surface, you might be like, all right, well, those are very different things. But the money transmitter license is the ability to cash out in fiat. And that's what's been taking a little bit of time. The community has been kind of frustrated, and some of the community has been frustrated, impatient, mad that they felt like they were cheated or lied to or things like that. What are your thoughts on the overall money transmitter license situation, Tony, get the OMI, and like, how do you feel about it overall?
I mean, me personally, I see everything that Veve is doing, within the app. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's going on. So just like any other company, time is very real. Time is very needed when it comes to building and growing your company.
Right.
So I haven't been as impatient as other, not really impatient at all, to be honest.
Right.
They haven't gave me any reason not to believe that they won't eventually do the things that they said they're going to do. You know what I mean? So like, it's no reason for me to be, walking around. Yeah. Like,
right. That real aggro.
So, but when it does come, I'm not sure if I'm looking to sell my stuff. I'm not really
looking to cash out.
I'm not looking really to cash out.
So for me, so cashing out is important for a lot of people. I think part of it is that people put in money they couldn't afford to put in.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people are just injecting funds that they don't have any business putting in. And I'm not saying everybody. Some people are just like, hey, look, we just want to know that we can have a return. Some people are also like, well, hey, if we want the market to go back up, we need whales. And what's going to bring whales is the ability to cash out. Sure. Now, that kind of brings us into our next segment, which is OMI to NFT, because I personally, go ahead.
No, that's right. No, I agree.
Right. So I personally don't think that cashing out is actually what's keeping whales away from the app. I really think this next part, which is OMI to NFT. Now, OMI is the crypto that backs everything. I'm going to add a link to the white papers in the description, so you can really look at the roadmap that Veve had. Nowhere in the roadmap had they mentioned anything about cashing out in fiat. It wasn't mentioned, wasn't originally there. It got started because the community started to like demand that happened. And I think Veve made the slip up of giving a time frame, right? A couple months, right. And that. So people got impatient. The real thing that I think, and I really want your opinion on this, Tony, get the OMI. I think that the things that are going to bring whales in are going to be OMI to NFT, because any exchange that OMI is on that also has ETH or Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency that you want to convert into OMI to then buy NFTs is going to bring whales in. There are people with thousands of ETH, and with OMI as low as it is right now, you're going to be able to buy a ton of it, and therefore be able to buy a ton of collectibles for relatively cheap to you. You know what I mean? So in that regard, I don't think that the whales are being held back by by the inability to cash out on fiat, because fiat doesn't make like the most sense to me in terms of like cashing out, right? If you have OMI, it's going to appreciate over time. So if you sell a collectible now for a bunch of OMI and then OMI goes up, now you have more money. You can't do that with cash.
No. And I'm sure there's going to be so many things that are in play now when it comes to cashing out, right? Taxes and, the Apple Store getting their fees and, even more fees now, and I just think it's just going to be, I think that's what's been taking so long is because of all of these, hurdles they got to go over just in order for us to be able to, cash out in whatever country we're in.
Right.
What I'm saying? Like it's so many laws and so many regulations that you have to abide by. And I think, this whole NFT space is about, being decentralized and not being, so tied to, banks and being able to have the ownership of our own capital,
right.
And be able to move the shit the way that we want to move the shit. So like, I feel like OMI, man, just being able to put our NFTs on different marketplaces, to sell, man, to people, like you said, the real wells, I would consider to have like a bunch of ETH and a bunch of, other cryptocurrencies that's like worth thousands of dollars or whatever. I mean, they see our NFTs, bro, like, versus like a lot of the stuff that they already have in their bag. I mean, like who wouldn't want a Marvel, #1 or, a Black Panther collectible, like.
Right.
I just see that we have so much more potential when it comes to our stuff on NFT market or crypto marketplaces versus cashing out,
And you got to think too, a lot of people are ETH rich, but not necessarily cash rich. So you've got people who aren't trying to put more money into anything, no more fiat into anything. They're going to use the money that they've already put in and made profits on in order to convert that into things. And if you were to take not that much ETH and convert it into buying NFT collectibles, especially during this bear market, if Veve was able to put more time into the OMI to NFT versus the MTL or the money transmitter license, I think it would be healthier for the markets overall. And now this is obviously my opinion. We're both bros up here just trying to get through this whole thing, trying to be the collectors we can be, and really trying to have this early start. But we would love to hear your thoughts, respectfully, obviously, because somebody in the comments might feel something different. They might be like, nope, I want my dollars. And that's totally well.
And I think that's cool. I honestly, like, for me personally, I wouldn't say if MTL is here, like if it is available, like I definitely want to see if it works. Like I'm definitely going cash out like 20 gen. Let me see. We're doing like 20.
Let me see. Get that
little dub, real quick, little dub. Get a little dub. Hey. You know what I'm saying? See what that thing look like.
And I also don't fault people for like wanting it, because if you tell somebody, hey, in a little bit, then it does feel like you're being led along if it doesn't show up. But for people who, a lot of the people I talk to in these different communities and people I know who have a lot of wealth in crypto and things, they are more interested and excited about OMI to NFT because it's converting crypto to crypto and then buying an asset. And just to give you an idea, people were trying to sell pictures of Veve NFTs on OpenSea.
And we're actually selling them.
And we're selling them, pictures. So if you find out that there's an app that allows you to use AR and integrate and eventually immerse yourself, and they're animated and they're interactive, that's going to draw more people to Veve. And if those people are like, well, you know what, I have 1,000 ETH, let me put 0.0001 into this app and see what happens. And they're higher quality than most of the NFT spaces. So that you're not going to be scammed on what NFT it is, because it comes straight from the source. And it's going to be a quality thing with potential future utility in the Veve verse, where everybody's going to be anyway.
Right. And I feel like that's what David Yu and those guys originally wanted it to be. They also knew the regular consumer wouldn't be able to wrap their heads around crypto like they like a lot of people have it, you know.
Right.
So like, all right, let's make this very user friendly. Like let's, you know, just a dollar, just you could put your Apple Pay to get gems, you know, like, and that's hella dope. It's like, oh shit, yeah, that's so easy. I can hop on this or whatever. I don't have to go through this market Coinbase or whatever crypto, you know, space and convert this and wait for it. It's like, oh, I could just put my Apple Pay on this app and I could start buying collectibles.
Right.
You know,
and also not to mention too, like that this is like a space, like a lot of people are like, you know, who Veve keeps saying it's a collector app, but who would put in this much money and not expect to get returns? Well, talk to everybody on World of Warcraft, talk to everybody on every mobile game. I've played plenty of mobile games where I put money in and I never expected cashing out. And that's not to say you shouldn't expect that, but let's not assume that people don't just pay for things because they want to enjoy them.
Yeah.
People on here who have no plans on cashing out on anything. They're just buying these collectibles because they want collectibles in the future premium NFT space.
Right.
So some people might just be here for the game. You know what I mean? They're about that life. Right.
But you know, and again, like, you know, obviously we obviously, you know, want to see some gains from our stuff, you know. So it's not like we saying like, oh, we're not trying to make money or whatever. Like, definitely, you know. But I think we both can agree that we see that there would be so much more potential in being able to sell our NFTs for crypto. You know what I mean? Versus just cashing out. You know.
Right. And also too, like, right now, it's everybody on here is an investor, right? Like everybody is mostly just trying to like eventually flip, even if it's long term. Like 10 years from now, I hope to sell this for $1 million. But everybody who comes on Veve is not going to be an investor. People don't go to Toys R Us just so they can flip that lightsaber 10 years from now. Some of them just want it for their kids.
Right. And you think you see bots now. When that MTL pull up, bro.
Right.
When the MTL pull up, bro, it's gonna be a different type of energy. I feel like. I mean, I that's why I said like the time that is needed. That it's real. Like, you know, because like that's what I feel like too. David, you and these guys, they're like, yo, we gotta prepare for this. Like, you know, like we can't just be dropping. You know, like everybody can just take our money like right now. But like, we really gotta prepare for the bots and prepare for the people who gonna try to, you know, corrupt the space, bro. Right.
I mean, one of the things too that happened with the Luna situation where a lot of people lost their money, one of the issues was the CEO got real cocky and also allowed instant cash outs, like didn't have a holding period, nothing like that. So all of a sudden, if everybody wants to exit out of the system, it crashes the whole system. Right. And sure, you can say, well, they should have built it different. But like the truth of the matter is, right, like at a certain point, you also have to keep customers and have people invested. And if everybody cashed out of banks, the banks
at the same time, nope, not at all.
Not at all. I mean, that, you know, that's what happened in the Great Depression. People took all their money out. But, you know, we definitely think, I think both Tony and I both agree that OMI to NFT is our way to go. Let us know which one you want in the comments, cash out or OMI to NFT, and you know, what you're excited about. That being said, I'm Grandison Crawford.
And I'm Tony, get the OMI.
Tony, get the OMI. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, support Veve Bros. We've been Veve Bros, and we'll see you when we're looking at you. Peace.
Good night.